Good morning. Welcome to week 9. So, for weeks 9 and 10, we're finishing up module 3 and we are focusing on drafting the essay. So, the way I like to draft essays with students is I break it up into 2-page increments, especially for big essays like this one. It's meant to make writing it a little bit more feasible, not so overwhelming. You know sort of what you're working towards. You have the big picture, the big goal, and now you just kind of chip away at it a little by little. Hopefully this makes it seem a little bit easier for you. If it proves that it's not really the best way for you to go about writing an essay, then you can go ahead and write it. And you can just submit 2 pages at a time and do it that way. Okay, so let's talk about these due dates. So Thursday, that is when your first 2 pages are due. This Thursday by 11:59 p.m. There'll be a place to submit it on Canvas, and you'll just submit 2 pages. Okay, second 2-page increment is going to be due this Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Your third 2 pages are going to be due next Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. And then your final 2 pages due Sunday, that's next Sunday, October 31st, 11:59 p.m. Okay, so by next Sunday, you should have 2, 4, 6, 8 pages. 8 pages is the minimum for the minimum page amount for this essay. Hopefully, you'll meet that minimum. And when I say 8 pages, I mean 8 complete pages. So if you get to page 8 and you stop, that's 7 pages and a couple sentences. If you get to page 8 and you only get to the middle of it, then that's 7.5 pages and not 8 pages. You have to go all the way to the end. And sometimes what I tend to do is just write on to the 9th page just to make sure that I've got enough. All right, so when you're drafting, there are some things that I want you to remember. This is a rough draft, okay? The point is to get your thoughts, your ideas, and your research onto paper. It just needs to be semi-legible. It just needs to make a little bit of sense. This drafting stage is not meant to create something that is already perfect or that does not need to be fixed in any way. That's what the next module is for, and that's what your final portfolio module is for. That's dedicated, both of them, to revision and to editing. So in other words, this is a rough draft, right? Rough in every essence of what that means. And it's supposed to be rough. If you don't think it's good, perfect. That's exactly what you're supposed to generate right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're opening up a Word doc, you're going to go ahead and set up your headers. You're going to put your title at the top. You're probably already creating some sort of writer's block for you. You're freezing yourself up because you're thinking, or you're telling yourself, I have to now write what I'm going to turn in. Okay, so the point of this drafting stage is that you're getting it all out so you can mold it into what you want it to be. Rough drafts are supposed to suck. They all suck. They're never good. They're useful. They're necessary, but they always need help. Mine too, mine the most, and I'm going to show you an example of how I usually write essays in a minute. So free yourself up from perfection and from wanting to write about writing something perfect the very first time. It's a lie. Whoever told you that you can just write something perfect the first time is lying. All rough drafts suck. Let it suck. Just get it onto the paper. Okay, here is the second tip. You don't have to start at the beginning of the essay. In fact, what I would recommend is find a place in your research you're most interested in or that you have a lot of sources on and start there. And you can organize your essay later. Just start writing. I would even choose an article or a source to help me begin. So you can write yourself into the conversation by opening the document and literally typing, okay, so in this guy's article, he talks about this, and I think he's onto something because this is what I think, right? And then you can start pulling in other sources to support yourself. You can do this every single time you have to turn in 2 pages. You have a total of 10 sources. You only need 8 pages, so you could talk about one article per page. So you can do this, all right? Another tip, draft in Times New Roman 12-point font double-spaced. A lot of times students will draft in Calibri or Arial font, but those are actually bigger fonts. And what looks like 8 pages, when you change the font to Times New Roman before you turn it in, will actually shrink the paper because it's a smaller font, even if they're both in 12 point. So if you're going to draft in a Word doc, just keep that in mind, that when you change the fonts, it will shrink it. So it might just be more useful to draft in Times New Roman. Now, sometimes students prefer to draft in something other than a Word doc, and that's usually what I do. So I prefer to draft on a software that's not Word because opening a blank Word doc gives me serious anxiety. I draft on a software called Bear. I make the screen black, and it just gives me sort of the freedom that I need to just like word vomit onto the page. And then I go back and I fix it as I put it into a Word doc. If this sounds like a better option for you, just know beforehand that when you do transfer it, you need to transfer it into Times New Roman and gauge sort of where you are that way. Okay, 4th tip, environment matters. It is not fair to yourself to expect yourself to be able to focus if you're sitting in a room where way more fun things are happening around you. You have got to be intentional and carve out time to write your essay. It's not just going to happen. It's not just going to magically, like the universe kind of collectively give you this moment together. You're going to need to do it yourself. You'll need a quiet space. You'll need minimal visual distractions. For example, for me, people distract me. So I can't work at coffee shops because I just people watch. Sounds distract me. I can't listen to music when I work. I have to have complete silence. I can't write with my husband home. I can't write with my children home. Or they can be home, but they have to be asleep. And I have to turn the monitor off. So just know what works for you. Know what distracts you. And then make a point to get away from it. Writing doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen for anybody. And this might be another lie that you've heard, that writing just comes easier for some people or it just happens for some people. That's not true. I'm getting a PhD in literally creative writing, and it does not just happen. You've got to be intentional about it. So set up the time and space, get in the zone and focus. If you can't focus for long amounts of time, add in breaks. Go for a walk and then come back, let the dog out and then come back, get a cup of coffee and come back. If you can focus for a long period of time, don't stop until you've got 2 pages. So for me, I do better because I can focus for a long period of time. So I tend to get in the zone and I work for like 6 or 8 straight hours. So do what works best for you. And then my last tip for you in your drafting stage, review your research first. This helps you get into the right frame of mind to write. It gets your gears going into generating ideas and thoughts about your topic. So read first, write second. So these are just a couple of tips to help you make the most of this drafting time. If you hit a wall, if you need help looking at something in a different way or understanding an article or need to just bounce ideas around, please email me. I'm an email away. I'll be checking email all week. I'll try to check it on the weekends a little bit, and I want you to know that you can do this, you've got this, and guys, we're over halfway done with the semester. All the hard part is kind of culminating right here. Once you get this draft done, this first initial draft, everything's downhill from here. So you got it. I hope this was encouraging, and I will see you in the modules.